Welcome everyone to the January 7th, 2025, first time saying that, special meeting of the School Board of Lower Merion. This meeting is available via Zoom webinar, live stream, and is being video recorded with sound for public broadcast. If you are attending this meeting in person, you should be aware that other attendees may be recording this meeting as permitted by the Sunshine Act, which means that any remarks that you make at the podium or at your seat may be recorded by others and shared with the public. The board believes it's in the best interest of ourselves, our students, and our community to hear from all community members. There will be a time later in the evening where people can sign up. They can sign up now and have 3 minutes at the podium to share some thoughts and ask questions. And if you're on Zoom online, you'll be doing the same thing in the chat feature when that opens. That chat feature will be read by Solicitor Ruse. So let's dive into the discussion for tonight. Tonight, we get to have a conversation and hopefully move forward on voting on 2 contracts for new superintendent and transitional support around interim superintendent. I wanted to take a real quick beat, and I promise it'll be quick because I feel like I'm drum rolling it, but I'm making you wait, around the process that we took to get to this point. Throughout the time, I've been trying to give updates along the way, and our other board members have been giving updates as well. But the MCIU, which is the Montgomery County Intermediate Unit, was the organization that we contracted with to help do the search for the new superintendent. There were multiple rounds of interviews. There were engagement with the community to get feedback on questions, to get their thoughts, to really hear what they wanted to see in the new leadership, what skills, what experience, and what kind of a leader did we really want to see as an entire community. I want to take a moment and thank the Montgomery County Intermediate Unit, especially Brad and Regina, for the work that they did on this. It was unbelievable. They were fantastic. You all know that we're a board that likes to ask a million questions, and they handled every single one of them like amazing pros. So thank you to the MCIU. I also want to thank the staff of the schools and the leadership of the schools and the administration of the school district. They were a part of this interview process. They gave valuable insight, helped us vet candidates, helped us really understand again what was being looked for in a position and what we needed to see in longevity. So all of the team at the school district, thank you so much for your help on that. It's really led us to a collective answer and choice tonight. First, I'd like to introduce you, and we're going to go through a whole bunch of introductions tonight, so bear with me, to our soon-to-be superintendent, Dr. Rinelli. A little bit about Dr. Rinelli and his experience. He's been in his current district for 11 years. And Dr. Rinelli, if you'd like to just wave so everybody knows who I'm talking about. I like faces and names connected. Thank you very much. He's served at every level of the school system, from special education teacher to superintendent, with over a total of 28 years of experience. His current school district has 14 schools, 7,200 students, and 1,000 plus employees. There's so many significant accomplishments of our candidate, and just to share a few, he's developed a diversity, equity, and inclusion department, staffing positions with a district vision that includes and infuses awareness and conversations and programs that are critical areas of working in the environment of a school and working with students, teachers, and an entire community to engage in dialogues. He's also had an amazing amount of experience in working on budgets, including district budgets, curriculum and instruction budgets, district information around technology, has revamped a technology system at the entire district that he's in, as well as a safety and security revamp as well, which is something really important for Lower Merion as we move forward. He's developed an unbelievable amount of curriculum tools and resources. And also something that we were really impressed with in these conversations was he managed enterprise programs, which included full-day pre-K, before and after care, academic enrichment, and summer camp programs for over 5,000 students. There's so many more to go on. We will make sure that everybody has an ability and a chance to read the dossier that we have developed thanks to the MCIU that will be on the website tomorrow. In a little bit, we'll vote on Dr. Rinelli's contract, but I also wanted to give you a few updates on how we're getting to the path. So as we move forward with Dr. Rinelli tonight and we vote in his contract, he will not be able to start till about mid-April. So that gives us a long runway to do work and to create all the work that we need to do as a team to move forward. And so with that, we have a couple things that are moving around. So first, to build that completely, we need to be able to stabilize our team and give the support where it needs to be. And with that, Mrs. Schaefer, thank you, has suggested to us to facilitate this transition, it would be best if she moves back to her role as assistant to the superintendent for district administration. Mrs. Schaefer is going to address this later tonight, but this will absolutely help facilitate our school teams, help facilitate our administrative team, and also create a pathway for when Dr. Rinelli comes in to be able to hit the ground running as a full team. We also know, and we've known this for a while, the team has told us, and we agree with them, and we think it's so important to ensure that we get even more help and support through this transition. Transitions are hard. They're hard on everybody. They're hard on our kids. We've all lived through 3 transitions in 3 years, and it affects our kids. So bringing more support on has been the movement that we want to see forward in 2025. So to help with this movement, we're bringing in as an interim superintendent, Dr. Mussolini, who has an amazing resume, and we'll have a dossier on him as well. But it's really an important thing to introduce Dr. Mussolini. He is an experienced superintendent with over 21 years experience. He's led the district of, in his former role, he led the district of Downingtown, a successful transition as well from a Pennsylvania job to a New Jersey teaching position, which we also thought would be a great support to Dr. Rinelli when he comes in. His states are very different in education. It's locally run, that's why we have federalism. I'll keep just a few more notes on Dr. Mussolini. The accomplishments of Downingtown were far and wide, including a STEM academy with 13,000 students in the Downingtown area. So our goal tonight is to really build a team and support the team we have moving forward with more human capacity, more brain capacity, and talent at the table to move us forward so we hit the ground running in January, continue to move forward in April, and then continue to have longevity in all of our work that we do here in the district, because longevity is key for every single one of us. If we want to see our kids succeed, if we want to close gaps, if we want to support the entire community, we need to ensure that leadership is supported inside the school, at this board table, and out in the community as well, and that we hold on to our superintendents for a few years. And we're hoping for over 5 on this one. We have goals, people, and we've done things to make that really clear. So I'm gonna turn it over to Solicitor Ruse to help kind of explain the contract for us and how we've done that to ensure that this is a relationship that we wanna have for a long time.
Thank you. Yes, as President Sotner had indicated, the contract for Dr. Rinelli is you would note, very similar to the contract with Dr. Yanni with some important modifications. Number one, the salary is actually a slight reduction over what Dr. Yanni would be making if he were still here. There are also some fringe benefits that will not vest until the completion of the 5-year contract as a built-in incentive to make sure to help ensure the retention of Dr. Rinelli for the next 5 years. And there are other provisions that at least make the requirement of filling out a contract year so that the district has the ability to plan. So those are basically the highlights for the superintendent contract. As I said, it's very similar to what the district had in place with Dr. Yanni otherwise. As respect to the contract for Dr. Mussolini, this contract is actually with something called Explorations, which is basically the Montgomery County Intermediate Unit Staffing Service. We hire through a third party. This is something the this district and many other districts do in terms of getting temporary administrators. Just as a matter of course, it just streamlines the process and helps protect everybody's rights under the state pension system. This agreement is typical of the other agreements with Explorations and is very straightforward and indicative of the relationship between the MCIU and the district.
Thank you very much. Now it's your turn, audience, for audience recognition. So at this time, we will hear the public comment. If you would like to speak at tonight's meeting and have not signed up yet, please do so with Ms. LaPere. And for those of us joining via webinar, the chat feature is now open. You will see a 10-minute timer appear on your screen. You can submit your comments and/or questions via the chat feature. Please be sure to begin with your full name and where you reside in the district. Just a general town is fine. And both comments at the podium and online will be capped at 3 minutes because we do have free speech, but it's not unlimited. Okay, Ms. LaPere, all you.
Thank you. We have Crystal Blunt and then Ruth Jenkins.
Hi, Crystal Blunt. I reside in Ardmore. I didn't see the interim assistant superintendent's contract or salary. And as a taxpayer, I was just wondering, for that small window of time, how much is this costing the taxpayer, the district, for just a small window? I mean, I can understand Ms. Schaefer's need to go back to what she was doing, because I'm sure she was doing way and above for any person. But what is that costing us? And just for the 3 months, I mean, it's going to take him 3 months just to know the central administration staff's name and job. So 3 months, I'm just trying to wrap my head around, you know, this small 3-month window and how much this is going to cost.
So a couple things, and Ken, you can give the exact number on the cost, but one, when our leadership team requests that they believe what's best is to move to a position to stabilize the entire district, we respect that, so that's number one. Number two, overall, when adding up all of the contracts, and because of the work that the entire team has done, we'll still, at the end of this year, have a reduction of salary than we would have had with the last superintendent, saying by around $20,000. And then finally, Ken, can you answer the salary question?
Yes, Dr. Mussolini isn't being paid a salary. The district is paying explorations, and this contract is publicly posted. If you go to the agenda page, you'll see the contract is posted under the appointment of the acting superintendent. It's done as a per diem rate because it's not known at this time exactly how many days Dr. Mussolini will be working in the district, but the per diem rate being charged by explorations, being paid to explorations, is $1,485 per day.
Good evening, Ruth Jenkins. Happy New Year to everybody, and welcome to our wonderful family. I sometimes feel like a foster child. I've seen them come and I've seen them go, and I don't want to get too attached. You never know. You know, I'm hoping that you stay a little bit longer. But in spite of the fact that we've had 3 superintendents in 3 years, we have tremendous accomplishments thanks to this wonderful board that you'll be working with. We have full-day kindergarten. We have the time change. We saved Oakwell. And I think that we're working on closing the achievement gap, even though it's a little bigger than it was. We need to work on that. So I think you're very fortunate to have all these wonderful people at your side. Thank you all.
Thank you, Ruth.
That's it for the public in-person comment.
Mr. Ruse, would you like to read the comments submitted via the chat feature?
Yes, happy to. First one is from Inad Sahata, Penn Valley. I am a student at Harriton High School, and I wanted to say thank you for getting us a new superintendent for LMSD. Next is Kim Lippitz, Narberth. I would like to welcome Dr. Rinaldi to the district, and I am very hopeful you will stick around. While there are many issues we face, we can't address them properly without stable leadership. So welcome, buckle up, and enjoy the ride. As a mom in the district for 16 years, I look forward to helping you succeed.
Thank you, Kim.
That concludes the public comment, but I don't know that we're at, I think there's still time on the clock. Here we go. You could move forward with your business, and then if more chats come in, we can read them after.
Here comes Michelle. Our business is the vote.
Oh, there's already.
No. And we can't move forward with a vote without
There's another one.
Okay. We're just debating it. We can get to the 10.
Oh. Michelle McGill, Bala Kinwood, I hope closing the achievement gap is the first priority. Black and brown children are being harmed in LMSD due to low expectations.
Everybody have a good break. Okay. Please drive safe tonight. It is getting really icy out there, especially when you walk to your car.
Good.
One thing I will do, there we go, I can do this. You got 4 minutes, I can do this. Upcoming meetings, we can talk about the upcoming meetings. So on January 27th is the regular business board meeting. It will be at 7 p.m. in this room and also online. So it'll be video streamed, live streamed as well. Committee meetings will be held in the boardroom as well or on live stream. So January 10th is the policy meeting at 9 a.m. Amy Buckman will not be there. We just wanted to make sure everybody knew. Sorry, I'm filling time, Amy, here. And January 13th is the curriculum meeting at 7 p.m. And then January 23rd is the facilities and purchasing meeting. That will be at 12 p.m. via Zoom. So there are the general meetings. Anything else good for the group?
We can read the resolutions, get a motion and a second, and not vote until the public comment.
Would you like to read the
I would be happy to.
Thank you.
And we can read and move them, well, we can do it that way.
Let's not do that.
Let's not do that. Yes. The first agenda item is the appointment of the superintendent. The proposed resolution is pursuant to Section 1073 of the Public School Code. It is recommended that the Board of School Directors appoint Frank Rinelli, ED.D, as district superintendent for a 5-year term to commence April 14th, 2025 and end April 13th, 2030. It is further recommended that the Board of School Directors approve the employment agreement between the district and Dr. Rinelli in the form presented. And the second resolution?
Motion, I can do the motion and not call for the vote.
Sure, okay.
Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved. Nope, I motion? Okay, yes.
Do I have?
Second.
Thank you. We're allowed to do discussion, so any discussion on the contract? Nope, okay, then we're gonna pause right there. Would you like to read the second resolution?
I can read the comments that are in.
Okay, great, 2 more comments, we'll go there. This is fun, keeping us on our toes.
Well, the first comment doesn't say where they're from, so unfortunately, those individuals, if they could just put where they're from in the district into the chat, then I'd be able to read their comments, and that would be true for the second comment as well. Once they're posted, Wynwood, PA for Amy Fisk, Wynwood, PA. With the importance of DEI work, I am wondering about the dismissal of Ms. Mosdell in your previous district, and if you could provide any information about that. There is real urgency here for support within the LGBT community, and Ms. Mosdell's dismissal feels worrisome. Apologies for my rushed writing to get this in on time. Next comment is June and Charles Allen. What steps need to be taken to achieve, of Ardmore, what steps need to be taken to close the achievement gap? That concludes the comments.
We're just gonna hold on that first motion, because I do think it gets a little confusing. Thanks.
While we're waiting, I just wanted to take a second to thank Megan for your hard work and dedication to this team and this school for years and years.
You're killing me on the script here.
I'm really sorry. We had extra time to kill, so this is my little vampy jazz dance, hands dance. Megan cares. Like, if you are out there in the district and you ever doubt anything about the people who work for your children. Don't doubt that they care and that they are working their tails off for our kids, because that is true, and Megan is incredibly exemplary of that. And so I see all the work that you do and you have done, especially of late, and I wanted to recognize that, and I really appreciate you personally and globally. So thank you.
And Lorraine Carter, Ardmore, please extend my gratitude to Megan for her work for the district, its students, and community. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we are ready to do this now, right? Okay, so we had a motion and a second, clear discussion for the appointment of the superintendent. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion passes. Congratulations, Dr. Rinaldi. We're not done yet. Okay, appointment to the acting superintendent. Back to you, Solicitor Ruse.
The recommended resolution is pursuant to Section 1079 of the Public School Code. It is recommended that the Board of School Directors approve that Dr. Lawrence Mussolini be designated as acting superintendent of the district effective January 8th, 2025 through April 13th, 2025, as an independent contractor supplied by and in accordance with the agreement with Explorations, Montgomery County Intermediate Unit, in the form presented.
Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
A second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Abstentions? Motion passes. Congratulations, Dr. Mussolini. And finally, I would like to take a moment to very much thank Mrs. Schaefer for your dedication to this district, for your time that you have given all of us, to the school staff, to the students. And thank you so much for that hard work that has been able to allow us to get to this point over and over again throughout the years. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your dedication. And we are grateful for the role that you have played this year in all of this change. I would like to turn over the mic for you for a minute, and just if you would like to say anything.
Thank you for the opportunity to speak, and just share that I appreciate your gratitude. I appreciate having had the opportunity to serve this district. It's a place I care deeply about. For whatever reason, it's for some reason I'm just really hooked on this district, and I would do pretty much anything to see it be successful, because I truly believe, and a lot of superintendents have come here and said the same thing, like, if we can't do it here, what's the hope, for others? I think we as a district should continue to be the inspiration for others and work really hard to maintain that status. And that's, I've always said, like, if you're not about continuous improvement, this may not be the place for you, but that's because we want to be that beacon. We want to show people how it's done. We're not perfect yet. We've heard some comments about that. But if we can't do it, who will? And if we can't show people how to do it, who will? So for me, that's always been my why here, and I've always hoped that I've not only served the district well, but I represented the people behind the district, which is really important to me, because I want it to reflect the care that we all have for the work that we do here. And, certainly in stepping back into my role, that I'm probably feel most comfortable doing. Quite honestly, it's not easy being up here, so please extend the next two superintendents grace, I ask of you, because we want them to stay, especially Dr. Rinelli. You too, Dr. Mussolini, but you're excused to continue retirement at some point. And I won't spend too much more time talking, but I do, I'm grateful that we've come to this point, that I can support this transition, and we'll work very hard to make this successful, because I think, like I said, it's what's best for the system, and this system is what this country needs, in my opinion. So thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you, Megan. Can everybody please give Megan a big round of applause? And now everybody, I'm a clapper. I taught kindergarten. I like to clap. And so I am unbelievably happy to turn it over to your new superintendent, Dr. Rinelli. Everybody, please welcome Dr. Rinelli.
So I wrote some things down. I really thought it was important that I didn't forget anything, so please just bear with me. I don't speak a lot, but tonight might be a little different. Thank you very much. I am extremely excited to be here. Thank you to the Board of Directors for their confidence in me and the process and the work that they put in for the community. This is a very important role in the community, and I understand that, and I'm ready to make that commitment to Lower Merion. Lower Merion is one of the best districts in the state, one of the best communities to live in the state, and again, I'm honored to be part of that family. The process has been welcoming beyond belief. Since the information came out that you were all recommending me on Friday, I've gotten countless emails from people in the district welcoming me, congratulating me, and offering me support, and it just felt really, really good. Like it was a good new home for me. So thank you to Mr. Schaefer for everything you've done. I'm really looking forward to working with you, the rest of the cabinet members, to really do everything we can for the community and everything we can. Thank you all for being here and for tuning in and for the comments. They're really important. It really shows your passion and commitment to great education and really what you want for your kids and what you want Lower Merion to be known for. So it's wonderful. So I'm looking forward to working with the administration and the staff in the buildings. Our greatest resource is our people, and the work that we do with the community works through our staff and administrators, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm excited to get to know our schools, our community, getting around, getting to know the restaurants, right, Scott? He's going to help me out. He's going to help me out with that. I'm excited to work with our associated leadership who introduced themselves tonight, so I appreciate that as well. And I'm most excited to meet our kids, to really get into the schools and understand what they're made of and what they're excited about and all the things. I really want to take a second to thank Piscataway. Piscataway's been my work home for 11 years. Wonderful people, wonderful community. When the information came out on Friday and I told my staff and my community and my administrators, nothing but love and support for if this is what I want, we're happy for you. So again, that's been my work home for 11 years. I am looking forward to Lower Merion becoming my work home for a long time. I understand one of the issues is this position and the continuance of somebody here. So I'm ready to make that commitment, and I'm looking forward to it. Last thing I want to do is thank my wife and my family. She's tuning in now. She would have been here yesterday, but today she couldn't make it. So for understanding and the support and love and understanding the commitment that I'm making to Lower Merion. So thank you very much, Lori. I hope my excitement comes through in this 2 or 3 minutes that I've spoken, and I really can't wait to begin. So thank you.
Thank you so much. And we look forward in April to having a longer meet and greet with even more cookies and pastries for everyone. Dr. Mussolini, we'd love to also welcome you to the district. Big round of applause, and please turn the mic over to you now. I love turning the mic over to everyone.
Well, thank you. I know Frank thanked his wife. My wife is just elated that I'm not going to be at the house for the next 3 months. So I have to thank you on her behalf. It is wonderful to be here. I have been in the past asked a few times to serve as an interim, and be honest with you, I said no, thank you, and I appreciated the ask. But when Regina and Carrie and Todd asked about Lower Merion, I said, well, you know, it is by far, in my estimation, just 20 miles up the road for 8 years, one of the handful of the best districts in the Commonwealth and probably in the nation. So I look forward to working with Megan and the team who I met today and everyone in the district. So thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Frank, good luck. Good luck.
Thank you, everyone. And we know as a board that great leaders cannot do this alone. And we are just very grateful for the school team, the administration, and every single teacher, every single bus driver that we have here that lifts up our great leaders to lead forward. So thank you all very much. Sure.
One more thing, I'll be around.
You can go to the mic.
You have to say it in the microphone because we
Yeah, that's
live
fine.
stream it. It doesn't get heard.
Yeah, I'll be around over the next 3 months when I can, and Dr. Mussolini and I will stay in constant contact, and he'll help my transition just like you hoped it would be.
Great. Team effort. It takes a village, and we're now building our village out a little bit longer. So please stick around, and if you can't, take some cookies with you as well. And thank you all very much. This meeting is adjourned. I'm going to actually gavel at that time.